see my cold sore.
All right. Well, Lisa, first one's in the books. Started off slow, but Caitlin started heating up in that second quarter, and then you guys just ran away with it. So what were your thoughts after that first quarter?
I mean, we were taking the shots we should have been taking. They just weren't falling for us. And so I think everybody comes out a little bit tight in the first game of the state tournament, and that's exactly what we did tonight. So as many times as you've been there, it still gets the nerves going a little bit. So, but we were taking the shots we should have been taking, and they were playing great defense. So that's what I was really focused on. And as long as they forgot about, weren't focused on, their shot as much as they were on their defensive effort, I was happy with that. And I knew they were going to start falling, so it was just a matter of time.
Yeah, Mark and I were talking about that as well. It just seemed like this side of the court when you guys were shooting, nothing was falling. I mean, Caitlin, there were a couple that rattled in and out. I'm like, how did that not fall in? But did you start to feel a sense in the second quarter that they were giving you a little bit more space and that your shot was starting to fall?
Yeah, I think everyone was playing a little tight in the first quarter. It's the first playoff game, it can happen, but I'm just happy everyone got the nerves out so we can focus on the next one.
Yeah, and it's you ended up with our unofficial count was 29, so 2 off your career high. But if I looked correctly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes. So you were definitely feeling it
Missed
tonight.
the first 10, but
see, that's all right though, because you hit them when they counted. So I mean, we're gonna show a couple of replays here. Even that one, nice little drive to get by the defender.
That's when she needed to do that one because she was not feeling comfortable with her outside shot. So just go in the paint when you can.
I mean, that one again, deep, very deep. That was almost from the lobby, which was a beautiful shot. Again, it's all net. So, like when you get that pass and you see the defender coming out, do you see the defender, or are you just more focused on hitting that back of the rim?
Good pass, just I guess get that off quick.
Yeah, because you get one of the quickest shots in the league, and you can see that here. So I know, Lisa, we were just talking about Pembroke. You're going to be your next opponent. Obviously, we're familiar with them from you're playing with Bridgewater.
Revenge.
The big revenge, but the big thing now is we're here.
Right.
We're going to be home. You think that's going to be a big part of what you're thinking about?
Absolutely. I mean, we're comfortable playing here. We're here every single, 6 days a week. So, and the girls play well on this court. And they have a bad taste in their mouth from the last time we faced Pembroke. And that we walked away from a game knowing that we didn't leave it on the court. And so we don't ever want to have that feeling again. So I'm actually really excited that we're facing Pembroke. And I think the girls are as well.
Yeah, I think this is one of those things that you guys circled it once you saw the bracket saying, okay, not looking ahead. Because, again, that tournament time, you got to play every team like it's your last, because it can be. So I know you're not going to give any trade secrets about what kind of offense and defense you're playing. But again, last year Pembroke, they were hitting their outside shots, and they didn't have as much of an inside game. So I think this year, in my opinion, and Mark, we were talking about, I think you guys are better equipped defensively. Caitlin, Lizzie, to defend those three-point shots.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think last year we were still a little shell-shocked walking in there and having all those Pembroke fans that half their town showed up.
Yep.
So I think it's just a matter of, recognizing that we just didn't play it within ourselves. And so we just have to come out focused and just play our game and, not try to do anything different than we do every day. And I think our defense, as you had mentioned, is much better than it had been a year ago. And then we have so many more offensive threats than last year. So, I mean, we were relying on maybe 2 or 3 girls at most last year, and that's really not the case this year.
Yeah, and I think, speaking of that, I know Shakira twisted her ankle today. Hopefully she's going to be okay. I know the injury report probably say lower body injury, so we don't get specific.
Yeah.
But what are the chances you think that she'll be ready? Do you think the game will be on Saturday?
She'll be fine.
She'll be fine.
Yeah, she's tough. So I don't know. I know the MIAA doesn't have the dates and times. So I didn't know if you had any.
We had received word that it was most likely Friday night. So a very quick turnaround.
Okay.
So until I see it in writing, I'm not quite sure, but that's the word we had heard.
Okay.
So.
Well, I mean, it's definitely going to be an entertaining game. Like you said, Caitlin, this is a revenge game.
Yep.
I think you guys are going to go in knowing that it is a revenge game, and I think that hopefully the adrenaline's not too high.
Yep.
I think sometimes, like you said, Lisa, I think this game was good because you got that tightness out.
Right.
And Caitlin, your offensive flow is starting to move, and
we said in the locker room, shoot or shoot. So if you miss a couple shots,
there you go.
It doesn't matter.
And I think that you guys had a ton of offensive rebounds, and I think again, same thing against Pembroke. You're going to need everyone to step up.
Absolutely.
Caitlin, keep shooting like you're doing, and then I think if you can get like Yara and Abby had monster games on the boards today.
Yeah, they absolutely
and that
did.
was huge.
Yep.
So. So 64-35, 29-point victory for Pembroke. But that doesn't matter because we get Foxboro. They come into our house.
That's right.
Friday, Saturday at some point in time. So
our last game on this court. So
last game on this court. So we got to make it count. And you know, again, as we always knock on the wood. But it was a great performance. You know, again, Caitlin with the 29 and just an overall team performance. I
Absolutely.
think even people like Jordan Collins coming in and you know, some of the other girls who don't get a lot of playing time get in and made the most of their opportunities. Yep. So we're looking forward to it. It's going to be another fun one.
It will be. Yeah.
So we got to rest up. We're going to let the girls rest up, and hopefully on Friday we'll get another crowd like we did tonight, and maybe even a little bit better. We had the boys team supporting them, so that was good to see.
Yep.
So definitely come out. You know, believe me, you'll see on social media when the game's going to be. So you know, Felicia Downs and Caitlin Malika, I'm Mark Davison. We'll see you versus Pembroke either on Friday or Saturday night.
Thank you.